Abusia, last week, Mekache will say, this week, you better think more about said their religious leaders, omo influence ye chakras. Na fenso so makache spiritual leaders, said they are omo nye careful. Said they are yen you see omo, enfam policy omo followers, ni omo a omo eka hono. Because of said ye binumu person omo use religion as in disguise as spirituality no mo de exploit enkrofo no na me ni wo bedu ye na me ne wo point na me ka kire wo say enne ye betoa sa episode ni so. I know elections are coming up and many pastors will be looking to align with one party or the other. Obia obekasa oyiye nipa bia ne ade bia na at the end of the day sometimes they want them to be called. Nti no majiri omohuna because insulting political leaders and insulting people or issues about social media it's not in your Bible. If you are called as a religious leader, you are there either to lead the people in the mosque, talk to them about Islam or the Quran. If you were a pastor, you are called to fish out sinners. Talk to your church members about the Bible. Insult is never part of it. Intino, sa niyama we na nkrofo ni bebre na we electricity ayese ni ade nyina, a lot of them have political ambitions. Medical catcher said no, all the noise na some of them no omu making no. It will make sense. Like all the noise na some of them omu making no. As if say omu bashi obi ni ade no. It will make sense. We say a lot of them you are from political parties ni mu. But the point is, omo frɛ omo. Ekwan so use omo. E de akwa awieye. Ana omo frɛ omo. No omo use omo. No omo adampi omo. Political parties no. Any religious leaders no. And what is the connection? What is the connection? And no na me pese yehwe. You would think that is because politicians think your pastor will convince you to vote for them. No. And yet political party bibekwa kofasofo obi are not because of the members, because enye easy sasa osofo no betumi influence a church member se kokoto abama obi. A lot of people kromo jai omo asoriko because of the osofo no kan about auditia party bi a enumu enana owonti politicians ni nim say wo sofo no enye wo na wo be influence members ama omo ato ama omo nti ade nti na de bi omo pese omo ne omo aligning. Politicians are wiser than that. Nti nye membership no ana members ni vote nti no person ne aligning. They know that party politics is not manipulated easily by a pastor. They know this. So if a pastor says he supports party A or B, that will not necessarily change your mind. Inti no on be ha no ho say eye wunti na make no obi kra ho de awosofo kan kra about party inti na wujai asori no. So what do politicians want from pastors and why are they going to be targeting spiritual gurus next? E den inti na bema omo bedwins like what's going on? Omo ni se saying net here there any asofo na ya omo pe omo political parties ni mu no. And asofo na e force de omo ho hye political parties ni mu. Ya nhwe ni ya ebinum so spirituality a spiritual good me say almost so yire omo ho, so they are able to be noticed and called into the party no. What exactly is the agenda? Na say nyame na nipa na nka sampo omo ntena se ne yemfre omo no omo force say omo bewuram nti say wo force sa na okowuram a how do you negotiate for your followers or your members? Na so omo frɛ wo no omo de wukom a agenda, mission, any plan no eye den na wie ye ne ye den se nye wo sofo ne spiritual leader no e na se wo be influence wo nkrofo na ma omo vote ama omo dia na nye vote nti na omo hia wo omo group ni mu nti what exactly are they looking for? Enu ni niama enne no mepese me nu mienu ina ye beto ye bo na ye hwe na we are going to discuss cult of the all-seeing eyes. Cult of the all-seeing eyes. Saint Paradox 2. You know we one no last week, you know. Welcome to Spiritual Hour.
The Cult of the All-Seeing Eye is a masterpiece by Maame Grace, underpinning religious control mechanism that is deeply rooted in an authoritarian society beyond politics, whose aim is to monitor, manipulate, and control everything on earth. This editorial highlights Maame Grace's vision of how new age spiritual gurus and leaders will be caught in this all-powerful web of darkness to perform the demonic work that was previously being done by big pastors and religious principles.
I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, and I send you love. I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you peace, I send you peace, I send you peace, I send you joy, I send you joy, I send you joy wherever you are watching me from. I wish you a nature day, and I welcome you to another great episode of Spiritual Hour. You are going to discuss Cult of the All-Seeing Eyes, Paradox 2. And no, and a year episode yeah, kwakwa discuss. Last week, me know a lot of things. Mama, what you say? Before you pursue spirituality, no, understand your life, because spirituality is your life. Spirituality is you. Spirituality is your journey. We all have our path and experiences. Learn from all. Memo be and throw we into any hole. A beg guide for onipa no ni interest, ni purpose, and an agenda. And I make a will say, who take his spiritual journey, understand say it is a ye life into the process, not to say a war pepe or nini pepe. It doesn't happen one day, a year time, until you take you time. Now go through it. As a new age spiritual leader, when people in authority come to you, don't be blinded by money and follow sheepishly as the religious leaders have done. No hard feelings. So me say ma obi follow sana said ya moye na ma no hard feelings, because musimu ye sheeps. And we ye no so to nchenya mo follow da and dra na wa wo ka kire yen say MPP na ye the best and dra ya na wo so we hu say NDC so FCC just say wa nkasa obi bese sheepishly na wan kasa wo this bese whatever until no may use until no hard feelings. That's the truth. Upa yenko years back ni yembo asofo a omutumi de omho frofro political parties ni na na yenhwese mo contradict mo ho a you have said this and 5 years later you now will follow ha mo interest potting eyeden. And no na me caution all the spiritual gurus ni so mo nhwe ni ye, because it seems that this is their era. Omu movie from religious leaders, because they have realized that the people, omu di omu trust, ni omu concern, ni omu bibia, e de aba spiritual gurus ni so. Inti omu be yi afa ho, e de no omu be yi afa ho. Wei na na me catch us say, mo ma yemfa ye nimra from ni yenhwe ha na me de ye wadwen say me yo ba nti wo ba de ha, em se wa obenu mu asem nim. Understand that politicians are being used by higher levels of powers whose interest is not to rule, but to dominate and be like an all-seeing eye God. And no na eye the main thing no. And no na eye the main thing no. Fame is important to some people. They will kill, they will do anything for fame. And sometimes I ask myself, say, fame na wenya no impact ben na me won dia me pese me ye no se me nsa so mechi na me se me ya wo kura bedwuru eniama e wo mitiri mu no ti be bisa wo ho se fame no denti na ye pe fame so much we will do anything for fame, but our agenda ye den wo plan ye den eno na me pese nne no me ne wo discuss. When politicians are coming with juicy offers, remember that the main agenda is to put an eye on you. Intina politicians ne sebe kafra fache me. Omu nko market no omu nko freko obi wura no. They use social media. They look at people that people are following. They look at people omu kasa eto nkrofo adwinimu. Ube bisa wo ho say adentia. And know what you know to the extent that they can predict your next action. Inti omu nim sebe fache me ejimifo. No muni menyansa force. It's all about the people following you. Inti na make say wu nipa no, you are so powerful. but unim enti wo de wo power no we energy ni komo obi na wa wo mani se ombe lord over you are asofo ni bebre adane thing gods omo no mo lord over nkrofo a life ono ani kunu one ne te korapo no ohun ni so yo obi a ade osofo naka ansana ode ade no aye adwuma se ni kunu ka de alawu ejantom nti se before they will approach you no omo ni mo level of wisdom. That's why they look at those who are talking and what people watch the most. Nti wo kasa omo nim se wo ye joker omo nim wo entertain nipa omo nim se wo ka asem emudo a omo nim. They know how to play with everybody. Nti nyo obi apo no mu approach no ade so mo approach we hu wait no mo hu de omo betumi de waye ansana omo aba nti say yankrofo contest ya omo wa abilities no omo no omo wini ana sesen. How does it work? When pastors and other religious people get attached to politicians, they boast and rant. Me ka clergy no omo de we kwa ha ne no omo kon ye tata mu omo kwa ya pare ende miye ni no omo kasa me na me de we ba power nti ne kura na ene sen. Then they use these pastors as thought police over the people. Ade omo use omo de yeni omo hwehwe ni ama asem bi ankrofo bi ne me be kan no enye proper se meka no we so hwe wo hu ye wate hwe wo hu ye na manfo wo ho a omo hwehwe adwuma amanfo wo ho omo hwehwe adwuma papa nti na me you will not see me in any group. You will not see me in any group. You will not see me in any cartel. If you want to approach me, you're ready say dey work on no beka. Enunti no e be difficult amount. But there ehia wo mu ne say nkrofo we be fa as a spiritual leader. Na so omo de wo kwa always ewieye no aya na enhyeda nko yi. I can mention a lot of people they were doing well. Omo de omo ho ko boss ankrofo no omo aba flat. Omo ntumi ansori bium but enye necessary say mebo bonkrofo bi din omo di omo ba flat minimami bia na oya ade pa wo kromu a omo de ne nko frefra politics omo de ne ba slow as orphanage kromu di fi nsem na me ne hwe nipa so. But dia me pesa me chere say we a religious leader, we a spiritual guru hwe ni ye. Do not portray so much things that person yeah attractive. You will sell yourself and sell the people following you because they are the reason why they want you in their cartel. But mind you, if care is not taken, after they are done using you, you become a mockery. I know some pastors are not happy with the level of how spirituality has minimized their influence on the minds of people. Me particularly. Me dear, oman sheda ne me anka sa papa. But nyame adom no sesi no omo temasem nase. Kakra edeba. So you we a spiritual person, this spiritual people no. You are the target. Nti munye careful say mun fall into their trap because you will be used. Nti mun susum force say mun create adwini bi e de ato so that you will be called say ususu papa. So now there seems to be a cold war between the religious leadership and the new spiritual and awakening leadership. In so you can mark this down as a prophecy. Ube to me, actual to say a prophecy. There is some rivalry because of where the attention energy no a shift yakono. Almost so try omo best so omo be niyama to keep their balance. One thing about fame no. Inti sa wo hwehwe ni ye. Ube force to say fame, fame. Ube nya wie. Na wunya wie na se wunni hwe a wo beka na wunni hyehyeye na wunni plan na wunni destination a afi wo be man krofo no de omo pese omo tie ebeduru be abi no energy ni ja wo ho a afi no why you frustrated. You will do anything to keep the fame. E ho na mockery no ya e start free ba ya me ka se wo a wunni nipa kasa usu hia kasa kyerefo ti nua meken na watie ni yie na wankoto omo trap mu enti we ni battle na ekos na sometimes I sit back and laugh. Senka omo se omo ye spiritual guru no anka omo wo omo track mu a anka the winning no but me bisa se dia sa wo we na ekoso no why na be winning na spiritual people no winning a e die na be benefit followers no When ya metnechire na mesre na medwene ho. You will agree with me that it is rare to see a pastor or bishop openly endorsing a spiritualist. They do this every day. Now where they no papa, now where they papa. Usually we hear stories of pastors secretly visiting spiritualists for consultation, and this is true. We hear this every day. But for a religious person to publicly show support or any sort of allegiance to a spiritual guru is rare. Adentina osofo ebeba begina na gbegbe no endorse odi spiritual person be publicly. How? Think how the ugina ugidiem. Omo nyina omo join a force to create a cartel. Obia wo interest. Maybe sasa wa who follow no also interest ye den. The reason is that both spiritualists and religious heads are competing for the same following as well as to catch the endorsement of political leaders. Because obia what who say sometimes Ghana for ye wo problem bi na I wish say nkeduro bi wo ho a me de begu mframani. Ye wire fear de entem. Ye wire fear de entem ntino. Say you follow, we follow blindly. I'm so grateful for my followers. Omo found say one platform. Omo defend so and say it's on a great cause. Ade ankrofo we no omo yenie. Omo nyina wo or yes spirituality no, but our agenda be it takes the wise to know that asuma sina de oye. Ade a wo hwehwe ni no mo de omo hu hwehwe ni amam. Simple things are not simple for them. What exactly is the agenda? Eya na ya rehu. Eya na ya rehu because sa wo kopam nkrofo free baby. Sa wo kan dokora kire omo no mo gitum so mo di wati na mo akọ baby. Na wo adwen foforo wo tirim say yedu kwanchan ye be mane a wo man nkrofo no ye mobo ankasa. Nti na me ka say wo a wo so ko follow masses no. Ye careful because sometimes no e silence. One sheni ya ube follow access de bia me kasa asem we e de kirewo asem we ya me ka kire we ubetumi keeping as a prophecy again ne duru honom na wuhu nkrofo ni bi ndede na omo ye no wuhu ba bia omo agina afi ubete ase waka say Maame Grace e kan ye. You can only talk about me. I'm the only spiritual visionary you know. That's bishops, pastors, gurus, monks, malams, sheikhs, herbalists, voodooists, witches, and wizards all come to my platform to sit and chat with me and even endorse me. It is only me. So me, when it happens like that, it is okay. When a pastor endorses me, whoever endorses me is normal because I sit and have a conversation with them. Apart from me, where have you seen any? And now, the baby, we be one. Should our comment section na me ni nyina and discuss it. I am the only person who teach and host. And I host anything and everything. The reason me the winning is award no, the woman of peace no. Because I'm able to bridge or put everything together the way the universe wants it. The universe doesn't know say where you're bad, where you're good, where you say it is only me. So when you be for our comment section me impact it. Me change space, me the new guest. So who need followers a platform be amount now so me do amoba. I make people famous, I make people rich. My platform, it is only me. And na my platform, me do one CD. Abe cover BBA. The love for the continent is huge. It is only me. And he fabium na ubehu. Ti enye sa eye rare, eye den se ubehu se. Osofu bi they have agenda. You see, kasa bebrebe na me kasa ni nyina no obi bisa senti no krakra ne sen. Sen krofo na ya form we di yechi no. Se ya anya ya dwen se de ye ka kire omo no e na ye parity a ye pursue a ade e beba ye so no ya hwa ye mpe na ya hwa ye be ha ye ho ahawiase. Ye be ha wiase nyina. Obi say I am the spiritual game changer. I change the game. The entire media space. See, omo news, omo was spiritual news near the be everything assessor. The setup. Oh, me said that everything. I am proud of myself. If you are not even proud of me, I'm proud of myself. Me ma new guest, me ma idea, carry akure wu. Mama will be a spiritual platform. Mama will juma fufro. You see, as a spiritual leaders and religious leaders begin the competition for power, we forget that we are also being targeted to be used. Say ya me spirituality as a man. Me to meet snasi din na me share the entire media space in the way spirituality ni na ekọ ene nkrofo na omo practice no platforms ahodo metine echire na mehwe ne saa na afei etade bia na mabo shake bisa me ho say the way this whole thing is being driven no where is it leading to? Because everything is about problems. No. And yes, I feel spiritual people are also targeted to be used. Not for anything, to be used just like some of the pastors were used, dumped and disgraced. But both spiritual leaders and religious teachers will be the focus of the next government in any part of the world. Because you see, in Ghana, we are seeing our attention about spirituality. So, spirituality na ya branding, na ya revamp, na ya modernizing no, and no na ya misro no. Ebeye ye anase ebeye ye den. Mark my words, I said some noise going on will make sense in no time. And then them I saying, and not saying, and I'm sure way, na me yes saying, Mubengu saying Chebia, because as sama Maame Grace kan yeni. The people who play the all-seeing eye want to know everything because they need to have absolute control and protect it. Oh, ma won fe bibia emfa. Chese, omo adwiri yen e de ato ekuro ni mu no. They don't want us to have a breathing space. It is a big creative space. Be kakra bi say yemfa won kwa. Se woko Togo na se woko noche baby ana King Agokoli wo ho no na. Ombeka kire se ne ya wole omo no omo wo mu no. Omo hwehwe space na omo hwie nsuo gu wo no ho a na wo no ye week na omo tumi tue fa ho. Spiritual people ni bi aye omo adwen say omo be hwie nsuo gu wo na ya trap ye nyina wo mu na so that ye be famu akọ na yetumi asende nti mu ye target ena ebi mu ankasa nso a omo akasa asem we ye ebi mu te se me yade atuma yedi ekire na ye ekọ no ebi mu nso akọ na omo adi omo hi echi na omo nya adwen foforo tisi ye hi ne ye koi ene enka ye oba bia ye we a nka ye better than say ye bedwane na ye nkọ ba bia na de ode ye ekọ na bitire na omo ache ye wo ho ende ya so twene mu be ye den a chense de etie abusua we na me ne wo che no. So if there is a new wave of spirituality where these spiritual leaders can control the subconscious and conscious behaviors of people, these spiritual leaders must be watched and their thinking studied. Nti dia ye kan wo social media ne ne ye ni nyina. Mon kai hu se eye card a ye play, eye party bi a ye open ye ho app no mo ahwe ekwan o mo befa so a omo be chichiri ye nyina abom abondo ye ndi akoto baby a ye dane back. Are we serious or we are also doing religion in disguise? Bibi American and Debia, you can keep as a prophecy. Because me feel say until the time is due, as some American they won't tell us yet, but as some way as na say about when the next thing is to gather information on them by enticing them with political networks and state influence. No matter how big a wedru or pray or yeniyama, baby say what is it? Adwenya wo de nam na sunsun sanso na ba wo so what? When this is achieved, then the all-seeing eye team are safe. They see and know everything. Because omunya twe ba akoko maka kire sa asofo na omo twetwe omo kono enya omo no mbe ma omo win election o omo twe omo kono omo enya all information and no omo capitalize also because the politicians are ruled by a higher powers medical aka we e de akire wo dada nti omo keka nkrofo ni bom afi all information because the omo beka na also ba akire wo nkrofo no nti na chese omo keep in the same hole no na ye dane ye ho e koba na omo ada na ye nya ye ho adwuma. I'm not saying politicians want information on spiritual leaders. No, not the politicians. But where your leader go, you go. And I'm a when they come on the platform and we ask them questions, you get angry because he's your leader and you love him or her with your heart, not with your brain. Inti information as in verbal information, but so nya leader no wo a wenya wonso wo and omo no so nye leader information no mu hia o the higher powers no use omo no eno na betwe leader na kom nti se ye can liberation, ye can consciousness, ye can awakening na. What is the agenda? What is the plan? What is the destination? What is the brain behind it? What is the future of what you are telling people? That's all these are questions. Also spiritual hour now, we are discussing court of the all-seeing eyes. Saint Paradox 2. Yeah, part 1 last week in one channel. After this episode, no, the politicians and the religious leaders are both the same. We're not done make no. So coronavirus about war so for members no mutu no moji omo tithes no moji omo offering mouths kare kora nya wo dia na omo hu nto omo na wo diska ne koma aban a na munim ne amoye. They are always used by a higher power. Maka baby ape bia fa meko. Politicians are just managers of resources and they get removed at will. Sometimes inti ekromu hanu munini pe bia ni ha na Yama ye way nyina nti se BBC ne yesi ye close all borders a yentu survive ana we dey mo fa nche me o misre mi bi so nti campaign na mo ye nsem amu kike nti obi an draw like real year amamo na mo anka ba ku bi dia bi hu na me say nti we na woka nti people will also listen to this say nye follow ya anka obi asem o ka kora obest be ko hwehwe super glue ahwe egu na no na we ja na gina ho. But like I said, the following, and enye ono nipa no jina hono na all ba o achi game. Ye ho aye mobo. Na this religious leaders no, almost de omo ho akoka ho. They are the same people makatro. Control mechanism. Na dia ye meja any spiritual people na omo ehu trust and crofone dia momo. Na omo su make sa journey no ebi no. The real movers and shakers may not even be in politics. Na me ni opanyin bi di nkomo na o ka asem na me say asa mom na etie. Nti nega we ono so ba bi ofiri baniye. Asa ne ya ye nkrofo aye nso ebe ye hu bi. Ye mobo too much nti se obi ba na hope bi wonimu a mommo mpaye ma no why? Because no matter how you try, no, the money no be esu. Na sa wo dan ka na wo wuni amaka na ede wo sa na ntumi ankrofo esu ye adwuma ma omo appreciate you. Omo appreciate you kra na ma sai say wudi nka ho. Nti so omo de sa proposal ne ba, dey na obeye. Wo beje. Na we disappointing krofo na edi wachi no. Mo nso so am ye followers mo wo a whole lot to play. Ye wo mi se krofo ni bi wo ye den a omo aye omo adwen. The omo person mo ye no eno anu mba problem bi ani ho na emum no mo nso so mudi nkrofo na echi a mo mpaye mom na mo appreciate you willingly so that they will not be doing all sort of groups and ukodi obi echi na onye adwuma enko onipo ntumi nya adwuma manage ne ho all manage obe iti on you. I did an editorial called The Unknown Horsemen wa wanhwe no obetumi akohwe after this show, and I explained that rulers, kings, and politicians are not the main owners of the world. They are more powerful people. There are more powerful people. We say a small percentage. The first thing they will do is to have dominion over the spiritual and awakening fraternity so that they can manipulate and swing them. Aya mi hu se sasofo no eku na se mi hu se spiritual people no so bi eku we ye fake. There is nothing like fake. Bibi be ye fake ma se one check na wo call ya, because at the end of the day when you put a steam down e be chipin enchi netie nti dia wode weni wo na weni no enchi ade papa na wode achi nti se wo ye spiritual person na wo tena ba bi na se we ye say na we ye say ade ni bi nkoyi a we talk about it. Sankanye ahomaso a anka ubopini nipa na oya ade no na wetumi akorete no But on no phone so no Nadia ODD. I have a voice note to be on my phone. A lady spiritualist, yeah. E de ba say ono pamiche o pachewo na baby me do was spirituality mu no de o efe kra na oba me ye ni yemu bakra me ntumi ni nya problem. The same person is sitting on TikTok insulting me. Who sika kakra no or exploiting crofo no. Eye ni se wadu nti obi a obetumi edidi natem. Nti ye won crofo ni bi wo hɔ a omo be ye niama enye because of their background. Any bar or mobile, but we wish all of them well. We pray for all of them. Say they will find their path and they will be on track. Inti sa okotena ona ubo bidin say we ye fake o ade ne nya we try to correct it, but you don't say we ye fake we ye say because ade wo ye no obi so wo ba bi a onte ase. And American if it is a competition, it is not spirituality. So what am I say? Mumma ye fa ye ni nkosa ade we nyina ho because enye sa ba bi a ade ne nante kono. We obi mu befa kwan bi so asweepi yen akoshe baabi ne ye disappointing all the followers that are following us. They can eliminate and change them, and most importantly use them as thought police. Be you so omo I get it through to you. Enye hwe no mo de omo be awieye ne so enye papa. She say a spiritual leader they are making ti ne tie na supam. Na wiase ni amakra the other day na me ye na make say hey nti mi fie kakraka yi na obi akọ na chese hu nya abusia enku hu emma niama a wo beja ho no ma hu hia ku hu ma de atu mu na ku hu ma de awu nim eda wanim a be confront o enu nti na wo ha. In thought policing, spiritual leaders will be asked to show they are following certain theories and spiritual practices that when they go against them they will feel guilty. This is where religion come to play. Say nye Jesus na say nye we a we beba wo so ni we ni na nkrofroko ya. Na the same thing na mo dia be spirituality mu. Samusha uniform na mu tie dues na mu nyina ma bom na mu ye physical ade a enye okra ho adwuma. What are you people doing? The same religion. Mo believe in one thing. And na mutia dues and that muntia we na mutia and that munye say na moya is the same religion o. Na ma she t-shirt, ma she atade kro, ma she ntoma kro, na ma she the same religion. Enya problem say we be making it plain say your religion na wo ye. Obi eni wo beku. But the bad side of it is the pretense. Thought police will make people feel they have committed an offense when they think of certain things that are unacceptable to the spiritual fraternity. Spirituality is not scary and frustration. And I mean, do yo, and I mean, that how, and I mean, show yo, and I mean, quaho, and I mean, be say, basa. And your life, no, your spirituality, no. And you want to grow to ascend into why the instructions and the same religion in disguise. I had my biggest problem. No one. People want to cut ice. They want to get to places using what you want to hear. Now, so follow. Because one follow, no one follow energy and ma. Nipan cannot be Lord or a God. Abusia, so one child be kasasa na fe waye ha. Na wo kan asem we ya. E you obi so no do. Che say, wo de asem am yeke nyina nti nyansa asem ba akokora nim. De amaka nyina. Hwe ba bia ye gina no won. Eniama e be giye ni o. Enye weapons na enye brofo. Bible performs this work wonderfully. The Bible was used to introduce law and constitution through Moses and the commandments. Nti no onipa ne yade no obeye wie no okogina ho na opacho te said that chaskokos ye no the Bible ni mia chechiri nipa oba betumi aka che ni kunsa wokọ na wokọ no oni oba foforo bi akoda mi jewu ma Nyankopon he doesn't care. He doesn't care. In so asem na waka the best city in your brain. And now they kwa ade Bible dey ye no. Ebeye me just said the same thing will happen in spirituality. But the way this whole thing is looking like, if you have eyes, you know what I'm talking about. The law gives more power to those who consider themselves all-seeing eyes and those who must know and see all. Omo a omo hihye saa mmara no. Omo na saa mmara no bua omo. Omo hihye saa mmara no so that wude bia na wo energy no wo mo so twifi mu a omo nye ne omo ye ni biom. Where are you placing your energy? Ade na wo do energy no support. Ema na ye God. Yeah, adwin but there was a problem of controlling the thinking of people so that their minds don't plan evil against their masters. Medical Charles Caucus. These our masters, almost near to 100 years. When they started saying, say, we ba, enipa be rebelle, enipa be say, no, almost no say 200 years to come, no. People will know knowledge and they will know the truth. Ti omo rebranded the whole thing on the New Testament so they buy. Hwe obi a why na dwen say eno hu no didi no we sua kom asua ntwa ho e de aka ho. Bibie ni ho a wo beka. Na untumi so blame obia for your predicament. Tina Bible aka ni pain say salvation is individual. Your life is yours, your soul is yours. Nia wo de beye no obi ani wono ma se nka omo bekwa kwatwetwe nkrofo so wa na obe nante akọ no we donate wo consent wum. Whatever happened to you is your choice. It's only in Ghana. And I say, spiritual person be ko ekosra spiritual person foforo na owo ni group ana homu ana okasa o make ha na so say ba ko no de man. Listen, we are beautiful people when we are together. Womu sit down. Look at the carpenter, look at the mason, look at the electrician, look at the plumber, the tiler. Omu nyina boom. No mutumi see a bigger house and a beautiful house. Unity is power. Mama yenjai akeka ni etitin. If we really want to liberate people and liberate the continent and focus on ascension, we should be united. Na sankrofo we ya obeka na we ya say na ni nim de enti yen Africans no yen kwa ye asam ye different. That's when pastors came in. They performed the function of policing the thinking of church members. Almost all the no. It's all about you. You the follower. By so doing, the all-seeing eye is complete. It monitors and controlled by law and by thought. Because bibi na guide. Yengina we believe in this. Yengina yenko say ni yengina na money yeko. Yengina yenko say the same thing na modi aba. Spirituality ni mu. Groups. WhatsApp groups are hodo. Any goyi. Me Ghana for you know omo me ma. Nti I can't speak for them. Nti I'm not actually focusing on you. But eya mobo de wo ho and dre ya no we be school. That what how? How? Then awoji. Mobo penny ya wo bre papa. I thought they be now fe why you low in spirit because Charlie aden Let's look at controlling the heart chakra. Me catch last week. Say make sure how the religious people and spiritual people and the politicians are controlling our heart chakra. Religion replaces your mind and directs your heart. Say yeah, ebi wo omo kasa me share the wo to me arrange there and I'm like, wow. In religion, your mind or mental plane is the Bible. And other books which you can't go against. Think beyond or challenge. Okay, papa bi na about Revelation show no so. O say mo bi en so book of 6 and 7 book of Moses. Maybe sansa wa kan o say on kan here. Sa na religion be yo. E be ma wadwene na ye static. E da emergency mode nim. E de be mpa na akoso wo wiase. Religion ba ye no enkoso wo wiase biu. Na enkoso mpo more than said ya na ekoso. Owuo, yare, krono, edwamambo. Tell me, edie ben na na ebi ni wiase. Ana de na na ewo wiase a religion ba na be kuma fi wiase. Eyi owu afi ho, eyi awu afi ho. Still people go through labor, painful labor before they deliver. You are not allowed to think or create an opinion outside the religious books. Say yeah Islam, say yeah DN. There is a book that guys you watching no, yeah the assessor book no. To you can make sometimes me tenase na make a mistake bi pa ma ye mbre bi atwam. Penny bi pa. Na saa time na me wa asɔre no na me ye ne sɔfo na papa yi yare na sika egugu Ghana must go bag mu si obi amfa baako me se me de me mfa eye bone ahye bi besi nde religion Emma won't drink outside the would the be would ya questions will be sa beko mad wo yesenya wo be yesen o ma ashe that adwin ne de ahye ho eye me ya say the same thing is about happening to spirituality. The way this thing is going as I say yeka me bompa yese masama mi ken be ko achiri. Your mind must work strictly within the book of the religions. Say yeah Islam, say yeah DA, say contradictions wom, ade ni make sense kura, say no Bible akenti. It is a great sin in all religion to think differently from their supreme and holy books. All religions, all of them. In effect, you throw your mind and free thinking away, according to religion. And anytime you need to think, use the Bible or the other holy books, depending on which religion you belong to. So we are Muslim, you use Quran. So you're Christian. We are Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. The free thinking doesn't work. And one of muremuno. A dear no mosum. A dear and no mu ready. The omudri omo, if you be a power more, omo no mujane, omo ko read the book. Ya the same ya men yi na chechere ye ho. And so your kwa adwuma na omutu ya ye ka na omose me ndwe de ochene be de ye mfa nche de oda kwan no ho ne da ye de beko fie ye besi dan esi ba kwa esi mienu esi miensa who say ye ntumi who say de achechere ye kon ye ntumi eno no de ose ye kese e de ba ye so ana abusua. Because of that, religious people cannot access their mind chakra or third eye. In Christianity, it is evil. The mind chakra or third eye is the mother of spirituality and intuition. The mental plane, the astral and all realms are through the mind chakra. So if religion distracts people from accessing this mental plane, but spirituality comes in to let people connect with it, it takes a lot of power from the religious leaders and their masters. And this is not going to be easy. Nobody will take this as a joke. It almost immediately makes religious leaders useless in the chakra war. We and the conflict na e wo ho no. Na spiritual people need to meet jina omo na so a anka we are good. Because I had a problem ni nyina wo. But you see the way spirituality I revamp, I repackage, I just say I reho too much. It seems we are running from frying pan to fire. And who is talking about it? How dare you? Who dare you? From what I have discussed throughout, you will notice that religion and spirituality do not differ in practice. From what we are seeing now, no, there's nothing new. It's the same religion people are practicing in disguise. Obia agenda, obia exploit it. And then, how long in Africa be work on this? And these are things that are placing Africa in spiritual prison. Mind games. It's like running from one problem to a hope that also develop into another problem. That's what spirituality has become. Spirituality is the key, but what makes it equally dangerous is when we feel people are the same. No, we can never be the same. So stop packing people together. You can't group people and manipulate them in the same philosophy. No, you must let people be. Let humans be free to experience their spirituality. This is what is called spirituality. This is what is called true spirituality. In that way, you do not have a one-size-fits-all solution, just like the religious leadership. But also spirituality, now you say the same thing that you're putting microphone in a box, the same thing is going on. Why that? Most rosa mbaka sa mo te asori no. Mo te asori, but mate asori in disguise. The looming danger, and I have said time and again that putting people under doctrines and giving them the same dresses to wear and singing the same songs and chanting the same mantra is not spirituality but a religion. I have said this multiple times. At the good potty, my statia, yes, swifty echo hono. Mean to me, say yes, say ye day. I don't know. Say ye ba ye ni plan and sana ye baswa. Mean to me, Me say me platform she baby wope. You can leave at any time. And yet by force to say be good because ube to me more people are coming in the comment section. That is life. Free. Understand that true liberty is in free will. I want this to sink. How do you ensure free will when you want to control when people come and meet, sing, call you papa, worship you, swear allegiance to your group, and wear uniforms? Is that not religion? Is this spirituality? Where? At which point? You are doing this. Oh, sorry, now about religious people. You are doing the same thing in disguise. It's a bigger problem. A big problem. Why we follow no? We have soul traders. Mofo says sikedro na omojeno. Said ano michire omu. Sikedro na omojeno is gone beyond you know. Akosro. Now let's look at heart chakra. Family is love, and love is in the heart. The reason we love ourselves. Religion has always been used to undermine the family system across the world. In the Bible, you will find this 1,000,000 times. Desert your family, desert your this. In fact, let me read Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. A man must leave his family and form another, and his son will also leave. This and other religious principles about marriage, polygamy, and rights have totally reduced family authority to funerals. Se si eni ye wiase na yete no, eni ama bebrebe. Abusuya ne ye omo asi nchen, obi be wo na emekuo pani, e na ebe dware ne ba. Ne maame ye bayifo, ne papa chese ya sei bibia na onipa ne wu a. Ehọ na abusuya ne bebam. Ti abusuya na yiye nko na mo ye, otenkra ne kurom kro nko ho. The only time an African family becomes important is when someone dies. Eno de na efunu no aye abusua ne dia. De aka nyinara. Ya say no. Spiritual leaders must know and understand the role of the heart chakra in reviving the family. When I say yedi so first. If we really want to tell the people or we want to pursue spirituality, this is it. Spiritual leaders must understand that they will be required by the unseen forces to work against families, just like the religious leadership. Intino inyama edi asofo na eri omo na omo bro omo hu ni nyina no. Mamu nyem adwene se mo de mu afiri mu. Mo na ma start mo de nti na me kwhye mu ene. Na mama mo ni aba mo ho so because mo atwa mo de ne be ye worse and terrible. Love, friendship, and empathy must never be confused with sex or marriage. Ekrom ha yeti, obi be fa obi adwuma, obi be boa obi a age one na etwempena. Ehi na de ye beko. Sesi sika nta de enkita nipa biom. Eye honam ene ye de to ade etuaka. Se nipa na ware, se nipa ne ware ye. Enu nti na ya toto mra bebrebe ano. Sisi oba ne ho nya ne tan se one mema mienu da emfa ne ho di obenya ene hia no na ye scream spirituality ni onipa na oka spirituality na nkasa tale obi kunu ho de ne we ye de kwen me pese ye twi ye nyina ya dwene de ba de ayeye no so because we should not be jokers when it comes to spirituality because the owners of spirituality are watching. Omo be found to say rapture. The true purpose of the heart chakra in the ascension of the soul and focus on helping one another must be well understood. Say yenye sika na yemfambo nipa. Edi kan kacho. When you collect money and you don't invest in human beings, forget it. It's not spirituality. Yemfambo nipa. Yenti sa odo eni fahudie no ase. Nkrofo 11 CD, nkrofo 22 CDs. Mfa we mbro. Asofo no jeje no mo de akoye o mu face e wo presidency. Ono a ojeje tax aye hu ni ode ye. Spiritual people no so jeje a. Omo so agenda na ye de. People are interested in using sex, marriage and drugs to distort the heart chakra in the ascension of souls. Eya na emobo. Eya na emobo. So wuni obi ni sa niyama yi mu a onye important. Ni ye yense se wakoma no aye wo de. Na bibia ekoyie ma wa na ekire se ese sa niyama yi ekoso nipa a wo ne da na woni sesie no adwuma no bi ya wana mo kan toto business. Obi a be ya ade ama no obe ni yi a opese wo de wo honam ka ho anu afiri na me kan no sika ntua ka bi mu eno efiri mu maye ma nipa ntiase se nipa nti na nipa ti wiase se wobetumi abo obi aboa no na ma ne nko nanim emboa obi because obe say ne honam ansa eya na mobo. Spiritual leaders must understand that the work that religion did for these high powers, they will be expected to continue. Se energies in nipa na shift akoba bi fufura, the rulers no, they have their target to target or to hold or to catch those who are leading where the proper attention is taken. Spirituality in Ghana, rate it. If we don't take care, spirituality will be worse than religion because it will imprison people by subconsciousness. And when it's serious, no, it's so serious. The way this thing is going, every corner. Now, some of the things when you see, you be saying. Now, I'm not saying politicians are bad and they can't be your friend. I'm only telling you to know the situation of leadership. That's what I'm saying. Because people who use politicians and religious leaders to manipulate and control the population will now focus on using spiritual leaders. That's the agenda. They will be used bad time. They will be used. Person be a spiritual leader be a me wish no. But neni bere e woni muni na agenda na ne plan o de nam wiase de enye me na metumi asesa no enye me na metumi asesa no. This editorial is for spiritual leaders, and once you control a network of people who listen and obey you, you are of concern to those who want to see and monitor control the rulers of the universe. Until you have to understand this, know where you stand, and then the souls that are following you. Your choice. In all things, love, and let all be saved. That is what we need. The heart chakra. Activate. And then they discuss a cult of all seeing eyes. Saint Paradox 2. And no nene me discuss problema e walk ahead. Asama mi ken e be a 5 years, 3 years to come na mube hu say see. That's why I say mark it as a prophecy. We a spiritual person na. The oben wa obema wo ho kwan se boa no no. Enu boni asemi. So mube tie po a problem. But a word to a wise is symbolic. Aminia, I send you love wherever you are. I send you consciousness, awakening. I send you ascension. Abusia, embrace your own personal self. Because obi anywhere why you free. Macro.